You're going to be surprised or even shocked to hear what I'm about to say. But if you're seeing this video right now, it's no accident. You have broken the biggest generational curse placed on your bloodline. And let me remind you, you were born anointed to do exactly that. As a chosen one, you sense the weight on your family. Cycles of struggle, heartbreak, or lack that never seem to break. Yet you arrive with a hidden spark Watchers planted in your spirit. Before we explore how and why, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with 77 below to send a powerful signal to the universe. Feel free to replay this message if it speaks to your soul. Amplify every bit of energy from it, and if you truly are a chosen one, you'll watch until the very end. If not, you'll likely exit before these truths can fully settle in your spirit. Chapter 1. Realizing a curse never defines you. Generational curses can feel like invisible chains passed down to family lines. People might not even use the word curse, chalking it up to bad luck or family drama. But as a chosen soul, you've always felt a deeper, darker energy hovering over your bloodline. A pattern no one could shake. Repeated heartbreaks or recurring financial disasters. Others around you might have accepted it, saying, "It's just how we are." But Watchers see it differently. That heaviness was never your destiny. It was a pattern Watchers intended you to disrupt. Your awareness that something was off set you apart. While relatives might shrug or even mock your questions, Watchers quietly nudged you to keep investigating. If you examine your lineage, you'll find inconsistent threads of pain, like a broken inheritance. People around you might question how curses form, but Watchers emphasize it's less about spooky rituals and more about entrenched beliefs or traumas that perpetuate negativity generation after generation. By pinpointing this cycle, you took the first step to dismantling it. Yet Watchers never let that curse define who you are. From birth, you carried an anointing that overshadowed any dark pattern. This doesn't mean your life was easy. In fact, it might have been the opposite. Each trial was Watchers' way of strengthening your spiritual muscles so you could confront the curse head-on. People might see your struggles as more evidence of the family's bad luck, but Watchers see them as refining fires, forging you into the catalyst your lineage desperately needed. Recognizing the curse is only half the battle. Many families dwell on the negativity, resigned to repeating it. But Watchers entrusted you with this knowledge so you'd stand up, break the chain, and free not just yourself but the entire bloodline. If you've been feeling random bursts of courage and an unexplained drive to do better, these are Watchers fueling your calling. People might wonder why you won't settle like everyone else. The Watchers place that restless stirring in you, urging you to disrupt old cycles. Thus, realizing a curse never defines you is Watchers' first lesson. You might come from a lineage of addiction, abuse, or perpetual debt. But Watchers decree that pattern ends with you. People around you may shrug. That's just the family we were born into. The Watchers see you rewriting the script. Yes, the curse shaped your environment, but your soul identity is anchored in Watchers' design, not your lineage's baggage. Over time, you'll see how Watchers guided your every step so that curses fade into irrelevance, overshadowed by your anointing that illuminates a new path for all who share your name. Chapter 2. How your birth marked a shift in the bloodline. Long before you took your first breath, Watchers orchestrated your arrival as a signal. Something new was entering your family line. People might not have noticed any cosmic sign the day you were born, but Watchers definitely did. Through subtle or dramatic events, Watchers hinted that a child with a special resonance had just arrived, one who wouldn't continue the same destructive cycles the ancestors lived under. As you grew, you likely sensed you didn't fully blend with your kin's ways. Maybe you found family tradition stifling or questioned the negativity everyone else treated as normal. The Watchers lovingly coaxed your curiosity, steering you to see that those habits or beliefs weren't random. Instead, they formed part of a generational loop. People might have told you, "This is just how we do things." The Watchers placed a quiet rebellion in your heart, a refusal to accept it at face value. Your presence alone carried an energy that started dismantling certain patterns. Relatives might have told you that everything turned unpredictable once you arrived. Coincidences that changed long-standing family narratives. People might have joked you were born with a weird vibe, yet watchers see it as your aura casting light into corners that thrived in secrecy or denial. Step by step, watchers used your curiosity and honesty to expose what had festered for generations. Additionally, watchers ensured your hardships felt more personal, more piercing, so you'd address them rather than sweep them under a rug. If everyone else in your family shrugged, watchers applied extra pressure on you. People might interpret your intensities as trauma or being too sensitive, but watchers see that sensitivity as your radar detecting curses others ignore. Without that trait, you wouldn't realize how deeply entrenched destructive cycles were, nor would you gather the resolve to break them. That watcher singled you out from birth underscores your cosmic significance. People might question whether one person can truly shift an entire bloodline's fate, but watchers confirm it's not an ego trip, just the reality of how spiritual authority works. One awakened soul, anointed from day one, can dissolve eons of negativity if they stand firm in Watcher's power. Over time, you'll see how your life's trajectory tears down illusions your ancestors lived under, forging a new family legacy Watchers always envisioned. Hence, your birth signaled a shift in the bloodline, a turning point Watchers orchestrated. People might remain oblivious, or they might vaguely sense something change with your arrival. But Watchers watch, celebrating each small rebellion you led, be it questioning harmful traditions or speaking truths no one else dared to utter. The Watchers anointed you not merely to stand out, but to stand up, rewriting the family script from the inside out. Your existence alone disrupts curses, and as Watchers equip you, you transform them into blessings for future generations who will only know the light you fought to install. Chapter 3. Recognizing the biggest curse you overcame. Generational curses can take many forms: financial ruin, recurrent abuse, chronic illness, or spiritual stagnation. People you meet every day might shrug off these issues, calling them just life. But watchers see patterns that stretch over decades or centuries, stifling entire family trees. As a chosen one, you found yourself confronting one curse that stands out above the rest, overshadowing all others. Identifying it was crucial, and watchers helped you see it for what it was. Maybe it was a pervasive poverty mindset, with relatives sabotaging any chance of prosperity. Or it could have been cycles of deep emotional trauma, carrying from grandparents to parents to siblings. People might not call it a curse, but watchers highlight how each generation repeated the same mistakes or pains, never attaining freedom. If you look back on your ancestry, you notice the same stories repeating, hinting that something deeper than random misfortune was at play. Your journey likely forced you to wrestle with that curse firsthand. If it was financial, you might have repeatedly faced major economic setbacks. If it was relational, heartbreak or toxic unions might have haunted you. People might say, "That's just how your family is. Everyone divorces or goes broke." But watchers whispered otherwise, showing you glimpses of a life beyond the curse. That glimpse fueled your determination to break the chain. Initially, you might have felt powerless, seeing how your lineage's past overshadowed your present. But watchers used that frustration to ignite a spiritual rebellion in you. Where others caved, you sought answers, prayed, or discovered new mindsets and practices. People might have scoffed at your efforts, calling them self-help nonsense or fluff. Yet watchers recognized that you were forging a path your ancestors never attempted. Bit by bit, you chipped away at the biggest curse. Eventually, watchers validated your strides. Maybe you landed a job or found a relationship that defied the bleak patterns your family inherited. People might call it luck or good timing, but watchers see your cosmic shift. By refusing to repeat old cycles, you created an opening for watchers to pour in blessings. Each success became living proof that the inevitable curse was never truly unstoppable. Your defiance, guided by watchers, dismantled the gloom your lineage accepted. Hence, identifying and overcoming the biggest generational curse wasn't about showmanship or bragging rights. People might never fully grasp how monumental a victory it is. The watchers do. They celebrate each time you refuse to cave to the negativity that shackled your family for ages. By exposing and defeating that core curse, you free not just yourself, but pave the way for younger kin who may never endure the hardships their ancestors faced. In Watcher's eyes, that's a triumph of cosmic proportion, one that ripples forward, saving countless souls from the suffering you once believed was unchangeable fate. Chapter 4. Stepping into your anointing with confidence. Once you realize you've broken the biggest curse in your bloodline, the Watchers call you to stand confidently in your anointing. People you meet daily might belittle your achievements or question the concept of a chosen soul. Yet Watchers see how each victory in your personal battles prepared you for a public mission. Your anointing is not a trophy to stash away. It's a mantle you wear daily, guiding how you approach challenges and relationships. Stepping into this anointing can feel overwhelming if you're used to a background role. People might claim you're arrogant for suggesting you hold spiritual authority, but Watchers remind you that authority doesn't mean lording over others. Instead, it's about carrying a gentle but firm presence that disrupts negativity and promotes healing. Each time you speak or act from Watcher's wisdom, you demonstrate the new standard your lineage can rise to. Another hallmark of anointed living is your perspective on adversity. Most folks see trials as punishments or obstacles. You, however, approach them as Watcher's platform to showcase your growth. People might accuse you of ignoring reality or being too positive. The Watchers have recalibrated your mindset. The same pattern that once crushed your forebears can't bring you down anymore. You see beyond the immediate challenge, harnessing Watcher's insight to find solutions or glean lessons that serve your mission. By wielding your anointing, you also inspire kin who might still feel trapped in old mindsets. They may be skeptical at first. People could assume you got lucky or that you're an anomaly, but Watchers placed you among them for this reason, to prove the curse isn't unstoppable. Over time, as they witness your consistent breakthroughs, they inch closer to believing Watchers can free them too. Your life silently preaches Watchers' power, more compelling than any sermon. Hence, stepping confidently into your anointing is Watchers' directive for you. No more hiding your gifts or downgrading your achievements. People might prefer you remain quiet, but Watchers want you shining so that others see a living example of generational liberation. This new stance demands daily communion with Watchers, prayer, meditation, or reflection to keep your spirit humble yet authoritative. Each success reaffirms Watcher's hand upon you. Each test further cements your leadership. In essence, you become a vessel of Watcher's grace, forging a new chapter for your bloodline, one led by a soul fully aware of their anointed nature, unafraid to wield it for the greater good. Chapter 5. The transformative ripple effect on your bloodline. When Watchers break a generational curse through you, it's not a singular personal event. People might assume your triumph stays contained within your life, but Watchers confirm that every shift you manifest reverberates through your family tree, past and future. It's as if your new freedom sends a ripple backward, healing ancestral wounds in the spiritual realm, and forward, preventing future kin from falling into the same traps. For starters, younger relatives may unconsciously mirror your changes. Even if they don't fully grasp Watcher's involvement, they'll sense you defying patterns that once enslaved the family. People might label it as kids copying what they see, but Watchers see generational realignment. By witnessing your success or your refusal to adopt toxic mindsets, they realize they have choices. This breaks the fatalism of, we always do things this way, or we never get a break. Instead, Watchers show them a blueprint of possibility. Moreover, your healing can lighten the entire family's emotional landscape. If, for example, you overcame deep-seated anger or self-sabotage, Watchers might use that shift to reduce tension at family gatherings or prompt heartfelt conversations. People might be puzzled why arguments end quicker or why old grudges lose their grip. Watchers subtly infuse your breakthroughs into the familial dynamic. Although some members may never verbally acknowledge it, Watchers ensure the new energy saturates the atmosphere. You may also find older relatives opening up about traumas or regrets they buried. People might say, "She made me think about my past differently," or "He helped me see we're not stuck." Watchers orchestrate these moments of vulnerability, hoping your compassion, born from your own liberation, encourages them to seek inner healing. Even if they don't fully break their personal curses, watchers rejoice at each step toward introspection and relief from the gloom that once blanketed the entire bloodline. The ripple effect isn't limited to immediate relatives. You might notice extended cousins or even family friends shifting their attitudes. People might compliment you on your positivity or resilience, never realizing watchers are using you as a spiritual anchor for the entire network. Each conversation or act of kindness plants seeds. Watchers can water later, culminating in an entire clan's incremental deliverance from curses that once seemed unbreakable. Hence, your success in halting the generational curse stands as an initial spark watchers use to kindle widespread transformation. People around you might remain unaware of watchers' cosmic strategy, focusing only on visible changes. But watchers see each flicker of hope kindled in hearts once resigned to negativity. Over time, you marvel at how your single act of courage, confronting that curse, triggered a domino effect, weaving watchers' redemption throughout the lineage. By staying faithful, you confirm watchers' vow that one awakened soul can indeed set a whole family free. Chapter 6. Handling the naysayers and disbelief around you. Not everyone will celebrate the crumbling of a generational curse. People you meet daily might question your claims or resent your newfound freedom. They could dismiss you, argue the curse never existed, or suggest your success is just random luck. The watchers caution that your self-assurance must stand firm, unshaken by external opinions. After all, you didn't embark on this journey for applause. You did it because watchers pressed it upon your soul. Some family members may cling to old narratives. They are so used to negativity that your transformation challenges their identity. People might mock you. So you think you're better than us now? Watchers counsel compassion here. Their resistance stems from fear of the unknown, of stepping beyond comfort zones. You can't force them to accept watchers' breakthrough in your life. Instead, gently model the fruits of liberation, trusting watchers to soften their hearts in due time. Friends or outsiders might claim generational curses or superstitions and that you're fixating on illusions. People might spout rational arguments, ignoring watchers' spiritual perspective. Let them. Watchers see your experiences as proof that intangible forces shape our patterns. By standing your ground and acknowledging watchers' role in your journey, those who disbelieve might silently observe. Over time, watchers can orchestrate events that confirm the spiritual reality they once ridiculed. There's also the temptation to react offensively when people belittle your process. You might want to prove them wrong or debate them. Watchers advise a calmer approach. You don't owe lengthy justifications. Confidence in watchers' truth transcends the need for argument. If you sense a sincere question, answer kindly. If it's mockery or negativity, watchers suggest stepping away. Let watchers handle hearts not yet open, saving your energy for those genuinely curious. Ultimately, watchers see these naysayers as part of the refining. By facing opposition, you deepen your conviction that yes, the generational curse was real, and yes, watchers have broken it. People might remain locked in doubt, but watchers delight in how adversity only strengthens your resolve. Over time, some critics may realize you hold a serenity or success they can't logically dismiss. Watchers then use their curiosity to draw them closer to the truth they once scoffed at. Hence, handling naysayers means walking that path of calm assurance. People might be loud, but watchers remind you that your destiny doesn't require universal agreement. You broke a curse that haunted your family for ages. No outside skepticism can negate that. By letting watchers anchor you, you answer negativity not with confrontation, but with unwavering peace. And in that peace, watchers' light radiates, silently disproving disbelief by the unwavering reality of your own liberated life. Chapter 7. Stepping forth in your anointed identity. Now that you've broken the most tenacious generational curse and fully accepted that you were born anointed, watchers encourage you to stride confidently into the future. Some around you may fail to grasp the enormity of your breakthrough, expecting you to slip into familiar patterns. Yet watchers perceive a new horizon emerging, one where you will not only guard your own freedom, but also guide others on the path to their own liberation. Carrying this anointed identity begins with a daily acknowledgement of your spiritual lineage. You might start each morning with prayer, meditation, or simple stillness, consciously tuning into Watcher's presence. People may question these practices or label them unnecessary. The Watchers underscore the importance of consistency in keeping you aligned. Repetition builds a resonance that no fleeting doubt can unsettle. Every time you reaffirm your anointing, you reinforce the mental and energetic channels that Watchers have opened within you. Should doubt set in, Watchers are quick to dispel it, provided your faith remains active and willing. Watchers also invite you to share the wisdom you've gained. Gently, not dogmatically. As others notice your shift, from old negativity, they may approach with curiosity, eager to understand how you overcame the shadows that once engulfed your family line. Speak openly about Watcher's vital role in your deliverance, ensuring there's no confusion about what truly broke the curse. By attributing your triumph to divine orchestration, rather than sheer chance or personal brilliance, you help Watchers plant a seed of hope in those convinced their own curses are unbreakable. You may find Watchers nudging you to engage in causes beyond your immediate household. Perhaps you feel an urge to champion community initiatives, volunteer in local outreach, or guide younger people tangled in the same self-defeating beliefs you once wrestled with. Doubters might assume you're overreaching or playing the hero, but Watchers have prepared you for broader influence. The conviction you gain through dismantling a stubborn familial curse can embolden you to confront societal chains. Each time Watchers guide you toward a new endeavor, you recall your personal victory, reminding yourself that no external barrier is too formidable when Watchers' synergy is at hand. In this new chapter, Watchers also encourage you to recognize the subtle ways your identity has expanded. You may find your intuition sharpened, able to sense when a situation mirrors old family patterns. You can better discern who is genuinely receptive to your help and who might merely consume your energy without intention to grow. While your anointed identity remains inherently compassionate, it's now tempered with a clearer, stronger sense of boundaries. This awareness ensures you invest your efforts wisely, maximizing the ripple effect of Watcher's guidance. Finally, Watchers want you to celebrate. To some, celebration might appear like vanity. Yet from Watcher's perspective, it is gratitude incarnate, an acknowledgement that the gloom oppressing your lineage has finally lifted. Whether you host a small gathering, treat yourself to a symbolic gift, or simply spend a reflective day in nature, these gestures mark a vital turning point. By celebrating, you anchor Watcher's achievement in your consciousness, protecting against the false humility that denies joy. True humility does not negate success. It exalts the grace that made success possible. Stepping forth in your anointed identity means no longer tiptoeing around your inherited power. Many may remain puzzled by your enduring optimism or your refusal to return to old dark patterns, but Watchers fully expect your life to shine as proof that even the deepest curses can be dissolved. Day by day, you radiate the promise that a soul chosen and guarded by Watchers can alter not only its own fate, but also uplift others stumbling through similar darkness. You've proven that a seemingly inevitable family legacy can be broken, that birth truly can carry cosmic significance, and that Watchers can remodel a lineage destined for failure into one aimed at flourishing. By living each day in this truth, you demonstrate that no generational curse is beyond redemption. Supported by Watcher's ever-present counsel, you hold the wheel of your family's narrative, steering it away from doom and into destiny. And in doing so, you embody the Watcher's overarching desire that every anointed soul break free from inherited prisons and light the way for others who might still doubt their own capacity for liberation.